Egyptian President El-Sisi reaffirms Egypt's commitment to a three-phase Gaza ceasefire for regional stability. President El-Sisi affirms Egypt's readiness to support development efforts in Equatorial Guinea and strengthen ties with African nations. And U.S. House of Representatives delegation highlights Egypt's vital role in promoting regional stability and peace. You're watching the latest updates from Egypt here on Qnews. Let's check out the latest developments. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has inaugurated the 8th edition of the Egypt Energy Show, Egypt's 2025 conference and exhibition in Cairo. Egypt's 2025, taking place from the 17th to the 19th of February in Cairo, explores how Egypt, positioned at the crossroads of Africa and the Mediterranean, is leading the way in sustainable energy transformation. The conference comes under the theme of building a secure and sustainable energy future. Cypriot President Nikos Christodoulides is attending the event. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has reviewed Egypt's ongoing efforts to implement ceasefire agreement in Gaza, reaffirming the country's commitment to executing its 3 phases to support regional stability. On the sidelines of the Egypt International Energy Exhibition, Egypt's 2025, President el-Sisi met with his Cypriot counterpart, who was briefed on Egypt's comprehensive proposal for rebuilding Gaza, ensuring no displacement for Palestinians from their land. Both leaders reiterated the urgent need to establish a Palestinian state along the June 4, 1967 borders, with East Jerusalem as its capital. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has affirmed Egypt's readiness to support development efforts in Equatorial Guinea, highlighting the country's commitment to strengthening ties with African nations. On the sidelines of the Egypt International Energy Exhibition, Egypt's 2025, President el-Sisi met with the President of Guinea-Bissau to discuss peace and security in Africa, strategies for stability, and ways to enhance the role of the African Union. Both leaders reaffirmed their commitment to advancing Africa's interests on the global stage. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has reaffirmed the country's commitment to strengthening cooperation with the Italian energy giant Eni. The Egyptian leader emphasized the importance of expanding the company's research, exploration, and production activities in Egypt. During a meeting with Eni CEO Claudio Descalzi, presidential spokesman Ambassador Mohammed al-Shenawi stated that Descalzi presented an overview of Eni's recent projects in Egypt, along with its current and future plans for gas exploration and production. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has met with John Christman, CEO of Apache Corporation, to discuss expanding oil and gas exploration and production in Egypt. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Mohammed al-Shenawi stated that the talks also focus on Egypt's vision to become a key energy hub in the Eastern Mediterranean. President el-Sisi emphasized the importance of increasing Apache's investments and activities to maximize the country's energy resources. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and Saudi Energy Minister Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman have discussed Egypt's plans to expand the implementation of new and renewable energy projects through private sector efforts. On the sidelines of the inauguration of the Egypt International Energy Conference and Exhibition Egypt's 2025, the Prime Minister emphasized Egypt's commitment to advancing bilateral cooperation between the two countries, which is reaching its peak through the Egypt-Saudi electricity interconnection project. He expressed hopes that for the project's completion within the scheduled timeframe. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati has reiterated Egypt's full commitment to the two-state solution and the establishment of an independent Palestinian state. Speaking at the International Coalition meeting, Abdulati praised the U.S. role in the Gaza ceasefire and urged its full implementation. He rejected Palestinian displacement as a violation of international law and a threat to stability, reaffirming the two-state solution as the only path to peace. Addressing Gaza's humanitarian crisis, he stressed urgent recovery efforts, ensuring Palestinians remain on their land. He announced Egypt's multi-stage reconstruction plan and called for global support. Abdulati reaffirmed Egypt's strong backing for UNRWA, rejecting alternatives and condemning Israeli laws obstructing its work. A total of 290 humanitarian aid trucks, including 23 carrying fuel, have entered the Al-Auja and the Karm Abu Salim crossings on their way to Gaza. According to Al-Qahira News, the aid convoy facilitated by Egypt includes food, tents, and other essential supplies to support displaced residents. A delegation from the U.S. House of Representatives has underscored the vital role of Egypt and President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi in promoting stability and peace in the region. During a visit to the Rafah border crossing, the delegation praised Egypt's extensive efforts over the past 15 months to deliver humanitarian aid to Gaza despite the challenges posed by the ongoing conflict. The National Alliance for Civil Development Action has launched its 10th aid convoy to support the Gaza Strip, sending 300 trucks carrying 6,000 tons of humanitarian aid. The shipment includes food, water, tents, clothing, blankets, medicines, medical supplies, ambulances, and other essential necessities. This initiative is part of the Alliance's ongoing efforts to provide urgent relief to those affected by the crisis in Gaza. Egyptian Ambassador Ala Musa has affirmed that Lebanon is set to undergo financial reforms in the coming period. Following a meeting between the Quintet Committee and Prime Minister Nawaf Salam, Musa reiterated the group's commitment to supporting Lebanon across all sectors. He also condemned the ongoing Israeli attacks, highlighting their impact on reconstruction efforts and their violation of Lebanese sovereignty. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli has inaugurated the main Ahlan Ramadan 2025 exhibition in Nasr City, held at the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Authority Hall. Organized by the Holding Company for Food Industries under the Ministry of Supply and Internal Trade, the exhibition offers a wide range of food products, fresh meat, frozen poultry, and Ramadan essentials at discounts of up to 30%. The event provides Egyptian families with everything they need, including food, household items, and cleaning supplies. Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research, Ayman Ashur, has announced that 70% of Egypt's research output comes from universities, with the total number of universities rising to 116, up from around 50 in 2014. He added that international rankings have started evaluating interdisciplinary programs, with 4 Egyptian universities now recognizing global rankings for these fields. The minister also highlighted the significant progress Egyptian universities have made in the SC Imago rankings. Minister of Planning and Economic Development Rania Mashat has met with Faisal bin Fadil Al Ibrahim, Saudi Arabia's Minister of Economy and Planning, to discuss ways to strengthen bilateral relations. During her participation in the Al-Ula Conference for Emerging Market Economies, Al-Mashat highlighted mechanisms to enhance South-South and triangular cooperation, emphasizing their role in unlocking the potential of developing nations to create innovative solutions and benefit from successful development practices. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and his Cypriot counterpart, Nikos Christodoulides, have witnessed the signing of the first two agreements between the two countries to commence the development of Cyprus' natural gas discoveries utilizing Egyptian infrastructure. The two agreements align with the Egyptian Ministry of Petroleum strategy to transform Egypt into a regional hub for natural gas trade and distribution. This will be achieved by receiving gas produced from Eastern Mediterranean discoveries, directing it to the local market and re-exporting it to Europe. The agreements were signed by Petroleum Minister Karim Bedawi with the Italian company Eni and the global company Chevron for exploration and production activities. Chairman of the Suez Canal Economic Zone, Walid Gamal-Eddin, has revealed that 120 factories are currently under construction simultaneously within the Suez Canal Economic Zone, an unprecedented rate that reflects investors' confidence in the zone's economic potential. The chairman of the General Authority for the Suez Canal Economic Zone witnessed the groundbreaking ceremony for the project of the Chinese electronics company FBB Tech and subsidiary of FBB Holding, in collaboration with the Chinese electronics group Hisense, with total investments amounting to $38 million. Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, Kristalina Georgieva, has affirmed that the fund will continue to support Egypt's economy in parallel with the implementation of economic reforms. Speaking on the sidelines of the Al-Ula Emerging Markets Economies Conference, which commenced in Al-Ula, Saudi Arabia, Georgieva highlighted that the progress made by the Egyptian government in implementing the IMF-mandated reforms is strengthening the country's financial position. She emphasized that supporting Egypt's economy remains a priority for the IMF, reaffirming that the fund's main concern is the country's overall economic condition, while political matters remain outside its scope. The Premier League announced the Team of the Week for the round of 25 of the 2023-24 season, featuring the Egyptian international Omar Marmoush, the star of Manchester City, at the top of the list following his outstanding performance. That's actually for the 2024-2025 season. Now, Marmoush delivered an exceptional match, scoring a hat-trick in Manchester City's 4-0 victory over Newcastle United at the Etihad Stadium. This achievement marked the fourth fastest hat-trick in the club's Premier League history, surpassing his Norwegian teammate Erling Haaland, who previously scored a hat-trick in 17 minutes. Egyptian international Mohamed Salah has become the player with the most successful penalty kicks for Liverpool in the history of the English Premier League, equaling Steven Gerrard's record with 32 successful penalties. Additionally, Salah's goal against Wolverhampton yesterday in the 25th round of the Premier League matched his second highest goal-scoring tally in a single Premier League season. He previously scored 23 goals in the 2021-2022 season. These are all the news that we have for now, but here's a reminder of today's main stories. The Egyptian President El-Sisi reaffirms Egypt's commitment to a three-phase Gaza ceasefire for regional stability. President El-Sisi affirms Egypt's readiness to support development efforts in Equatorial Guinea and strengthen ties with African nations. And the U.S. House of Representatives delegation highlights Egypt's vital role in promoting regional stability and peace. These were all the news from Egypt we have for now, but stay tuned for more coming up here on Q News. Thank you for joining us.